Hey y'all, it's Metazenvybz. Hope I'm right on time to deliver this message. This is a collective, so please feel free to flip the energies as you need. This video is for all signs. Before we get into the read, anybody sending negative energy to the collective, that is rejected. Thank you so much, Archangels, for protecting me as I deliver this message. So I'm seeing somebody who always had to hide their true selves. Someone who had to find a way to meet their goals in a restrictive environment. I feel like you you're like a superstar. That's what you've always been, but you hide it. I feel like you have family that in your mind was afraid of what the industry could do to you, per se. It's looking like a missed opportunity. That's what your family was hoping for. They wanted you to miss this opportunity of being in the spotlight, being famous. Somebody felt like if this was a family member of yours, they just couldn't stand the sight of you possibly being on stage half naked in front of a bunch of men and women. This masculine felt like people would judge him or tell him he didn't raise you right. So I could be picking up on a father figure here. Yeah, look, you've been numbing yourself from the pain of feeling like you can't get into the reality that you really want to. You always had to sneak to be who you were. Maybe you had strict parents. So, like, I'm seeing that you're the type of person that, like, you would tell your parents you were doing something wholesome, and then you get your privacy, your private time, and then you would use that to develop your artistry. So, like, I'm saying you would be, oh, well, I'm just doing this or I'm just doing that, but really you would be dancing, really you would be doing this, and really you would be doing that. Somebody here in the family, while you were growing up, they pretty much thought you were this good girl, and now they feel like you're not a good girl because of what you were spending your time doing. But that has nothing to do with anything. Who knows what you were preparing for? Even if you are dancing and dropping it high, dropping it low, because I feel like I'm seeing you doing full 18 counts, 16 counts dances. So original. Everything about you. You were surrounded by people that misunderstood you. They saw you as a Jezebel spirit. And to them, that's a bad thing. So they did love spells to block your union. So this is somebody who one person in your family could have said you was boy crazy because they think of you doing this for a boy or a dude. They think of you doing all this for a man's attention. That's what they think that you're doing it for. But these people don't know who you are. You're doing this because it puts a smile on people's faces. It brings about positive energy. Now you're starting to see what's really going on here. It's a spiritual war going on. And you were supposed to be equipped. See, when you're a star like that, your positive energy, when people try to drain you of your energy all the time, see, you're a beacon is what I'm hearing. You're like a beacon. When you're put in one of those little pockets of negative energy, those negative energy, those are destroyed. Mm. Negative energy can't stand to be around you because you're so like, wow, people just love you for who you are. They do. They love you for working hard behind the scenes when other people wanted to keep you stuck. They applaud you for choosing to spend time working instead of chilling. They applaud you for that. Somebody really had a very negative opinion about you. Somebody felt somebody was in the energy of my way or the highway. That's what this person was feeling like. All right, there's also somebody in here lying on you. They lied on you. You could have lied to your family all the time. You'd be like, hey, yeah, I'm going to go read this book. And really, you were trying to perfect a dance move or work on your voice or do some hair. You've been preparing for this for a long time. And then when your family, when they realized that what you were preparing for wasn't what they thought, they laughed at you. I'm telling you, these people, some of these people laughed at you, or they've been laughing at you for a long time because they feel like you're chasing after a dream that's not real. And this is somebody who never really put in enough effort in their own life. And they're afraid that you actually are going to do it. You know, some people are jealous of you for what you choose to do when you choose to do the things that they had no confidence to do. So you see this person for who they truly are. These are family members. You care for you, like you, it's cool or whatnot, but it's like I feel like you gonna start loving these people from a distance. And there are some people here in this spiritual community that are calling you a fake spiritualist, but the type of work that you do, they ain't never seen that before. They ain't never seen nobody channel without cars before. Somebody had never seen you be so accurate without. Yeah, somebody was. Yeah, you're a prophet, a real psychic. You had to keep yourself hidden. Niece, so your aunt, you could have kept yourself hidden from aunts, uncles, family, and they're always trying to spy on you to see what you're doing. Constant distractions. We got social media. You could be very well known on social media. You might have a large platform. I feel like you learned your lesson with dealing with these people. Once again, you never had to learn that lesson. You already knew that these people weren't going to be a part of this. That's why you move forward. Father figure. They have a sleep paralysis demon. I feel like you were trying to create a family because the family that you came here with, maybe you felt like you couldn't do or be yourself. There is somebody here in the energy that does feel like they can't be themselves when they're around you. Mm. Spirit, give me more signs involved here. We have Virgo. And it's not to like, this isn't to like bash this person, like you're a bad person because this person doesn't feel comfortable being around you. It's to expose you for your own things that you want to keep. Yeah, like whoever this Virgo is, maybe you don't feel like you can really be yourself. Maybe that's part of the reason why yeah. Mm-hmm. Your family do not want you together with this new person, and whatever they say, it pretty much don't go when it come to this. Now they still try to label you. They try to label you as like the irresponsible daughter who don't do this and don't do that after trying to tear you down. Like you were literally taking care of people, loving, like you were doing all of this for others outside of their view. Because I feel like you don't want them to know who you are. That's why they want to keep you around so that you stay hidden. That's what they're trying to do. Reporting your content. These people don't want anybody to know about them, or yeah, but no, they're gonna know. They're gonna know. They're gonna know. We got hitting rock bottom. These people forced you to hit rock bottom. So you see them as an enemy. There's a bunch of people in the energy calling you a home wrecker when you were never married to this person. You never chose them. This was a fake love connection to you. You never chose them. They chose you. One-sided relationship. Yeah. Your family wanted to silence you, and they didn't want anybody to listen to your music. They didn't want people to dance to your music. They didn't want people to see how original you were. They didn't want our people. They wanted you to look like a. They felt like if you got into the industry, you would end up being washed up, a prostitute, and because that's what they saw. They saw that's how they saw. But it's like, did they ever not think that maybe you could be like a Lauryn Hill? You know what I'm saying? So they're haters. They're haters. They took one look at you and assumed a bunch of bullshit about you, and now they realize this shit's wrong. For some of y'all, they could be trying to force like this, like that's not the life that you plan for yourself. Is not the life that your family planned for. Like they never planned for you to like go off and do your own thing. They thought you was gonna stay stuck to the family, and no, that's not what's gonna happen. You're gonna end up moving off and going away from these people, and all these people trying to keep you stuck. Somebody thought that she was gonna be the sister that had all the kids, and nope. Nope. Somebody keep trying to compare you to somebody else, or trying to, yeah, no. I feel like you chose you for the long haul, and you ain't even focused on these people. And now they're finally realizing that they have lost you. They've lost an opportunity to build with you, and the reality that they created for you is not going to go the way that they thought. Your family thought you was going to be broke, taking care of a hella kid on some dude. Hell no. Married, fat. That's what they thought you were going to end up doing. I braided my hair down, and I put some conditioner and coconut oil. Because it helps my afro stay healthy. So that's how I maintain my afro. I literally I put coconut oil, Cantu, and like moisturizer in my hair, and then I braided it down. And I'm probably gonna take it out and like moisturize my hair, just wear my afro. Somebody thought you was gonna be some church girl, sitting up reading the Bible. Nope. And then when they seen how you dance or whatnot, they thought you was like that. Somebody really literally compared you to a hoe, a prostitute. When that's just how you do things. Like, if yeah. Somebody in the energy feels like you not treating my baby right. If this is ancestors, like say you was adopted and you was adopted into a family unit that don't pretty much, they don't do the same things that your family unit do. Like these are cold, these are quiet people. They don't do all that type of stuff. We got 9 of Wands. Yeah. I don't know, y'all. You're about to blossom, okay? You don't have to hide anymore. You can be yourself. Don't let these people stop you. Do not let these people try to stop you. Anyways, y'all, this is what I had. I hope it resonated with y'all. If it did, feel free to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Thank y'all for everything y'all do to keep the channel running. And y'all, I'll be back with more messages. Much love. Deuces.